What is going on, you guys? We got the Crazy Carl's throttle relocation kit for the P-pump swap on Bailey's truck. This is what we're hoping to be the last final piece we need. His truck, being an 02, took quite a few more random parts that we thought it was going to than my truck whenever I swapped it, but of course mine was out of the truck when I built the motor, so it was pretty much a straightforward, easy process. I had a 12 valve and a 24 valve, and I basically just combined them and had to buy a couple small things. But he's getting everything ready. We're gonna put you guys on the time lapse and go ahead and get started. Before we get too carried away, I do want to do a quick little install for you guys on how to do 4Ks. This is actually the cheapest kit you can get on Amazon, so they work pretty good from what we can tell. So I just want to show you guys how to stick these in real quick. First thing you're going to do is take this fuel shut-off lever off the side of the injection pump. And if you guys are wondering why we didn't do this when the pump was out, it's because we didn't know if this pump was even any good. So, I mean, we would have just had a pump shop do it, while they were doing whatever they had to do to fix it if it was bad. So we are doing them when it's on the truck, but it's okay. It's not hard to do. But basically, you just pop that lever off and then take this. There's gonna be a little piece of wire that runs across the front of this plug. Cut that with some side cuts, and then it's a 22 millimeter. All right, once you get that plug pulled out, you're gonna wanna turn it over until that retainer is facing the hole, and then basically just take that. Well, first you wanna measure that stud to the top of the retaining nut. It needs to go back together how it comes apart, and then basically just unscrew that with a screwdriver and take a magnet just so you don't drop it, and unscrew it once it's almost all the way off. All right, this is gonna be your old governor spring assembly, and this is the new. There may be a shim on this bottom retainer, so just make sure you transfer that over to the new lower retainer. And then the easiest way to do it is just stick them all together. If you want 4Ks, put all 3 springs in there, stick them on like that, and just drop it down in the pump. If you do not want 4Ks, leave this spring out. That'll give you 3K. This is a really great way to add power. If you guys get a 12 valve and you're looking to get a little bit more power out of it, this will increase the RPM that the truck is going to defuel at. So it definitely makes a big difference in drivability. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't make like a huge horsepower gain, but just overall drivability definitely increases. So these are, I definitely recommend them. All right, we got the 4Ks installed. I didn't really want to take up too much time doing that. There's a ton of videos out there on people installing those. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys can find it elsewhere if you need more detail, but we're gonna get on to putting the truck back together. This is gonna be the first piece you install for the conversion. You just go ahead and take the old bolts out, take that assembly off the side, and then this will use the same bolts. Looks like he's got everything mounted up. Let's see if you guys can see it right now. I use like a spacer on that back one. Notice on the back the fitment wasn't very good. Kind of light on it. Had to use a little bolt for a spacer, a little nut, and we were able to make it work. But it was really off. It wouldn't have worked without putting that there. Now he's gonna hook the cables up and might start it up. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up the end of this video. Just a quick little update. The only thing we're going to have to do is get the straight injection pump fitting that came out of the P-pump is not going to clear the throttle cable, etc. So we're going to run this. I found this laying around with we're just going to run a high flow 14mm banjo bolt, and that should be able to clear everything so he can feed the P-pump fuel. He is going to be working on the truck tomorrow. I'm going to try to get him to record the first drive and everything. It should be driving, I mean, without a doubt, this weekend. So if you guys like what you're seeing, be sure to like the video, subscribe, so you can see this truck this weekend. We'll see what it does with this P-pump on it.